All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house is blessing your day. By His mercies, you aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house body. And two, we're naturally alive, man. And yeah, I want to get into this, man, because we're going to get into this because honestly, you know what? Because as the word says, right, because, you know, the word. Let's go First Corinthians real quick because I was watching Reel the other day of the shout out to that brother. He's Justin Owens, man. The Jake, he's an entrepreneur, man, and he said something that's really key. I was trying to find the reel, but it was on online on Facebook that I saw it, man, and and he was kind of going into how honestly how pretty much, man, how he was talking about cheating in an aspect of but as far as like in relationships or in like men with women, he was mostly talking to the men, honestly, because that's a work of deceit, honestly, like cheating no matter what side what it is, that's an act of deceit. And we know Yahushua said, the Most High Yahushua said, did to know anybody you're not blessed if you act in deceit, and two, deceit will not enter into his house, and two, deceit in not only his physical house as far as his church assembly congregation, but inwardly, man, that can't be in you. That's why let's get that Psalms 32 real quick, because we're gonna kind of touch on this. Psalms 32 and verse 2, it says, "Blessed is the man unto the Lord, imputeth not with iniquity, whose spirit is with, there's no guile." Exactly. So no guile, no deceit. That's why when Yahushua saw Nathaniel, he said, "Blessed you are, there's an Israelite indeed, without guile, no deceit, there's no deceit, no ulterior motives or agenda. He's an upright, honest and man of integrity, faithful, honest man of integrity, just man right here." Because Yahushua could see through, he could really read your spirit, honestly. He could see, that's why he given us in Malachi 3:18, he gave, those that have that same spirit as him, honestly, discern that who serves him and who doesn't. Honestly, even without the word, people you can have that even without the word. Honestly, that's all given by the Heavenly Father, because that's as far as spiritual gift, discerning the spirits. Honestly, pretty much you can read people. My mom has that. My mom's very good at that. Honestly, my brother's good at that. My actual biological brother, and also too my homie. I got a homie. He's kind of pretty good with that stuff. Honestly. Me, I'm okay with that. Sometimes, I could wink at certain things, see certain things, or it is what it is. That's not always, hasn't been always my strong suit, honestly. But I'm pretty sure you brothers and sisters have that, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. But now, because he was talking about how, pretty much going back to the brother, what he was saying, how you could how you could cheat, just try to cheat in certain ways in life, not even just relationship wise, life wise, business wise, not in the aspect of I remember the brother of Chronicles of Judah, on his channel years ago, because when he's talking about LeBron James and Kevin Durant, and that's what it is too. Now why, and there's a difference between it, honestly. Why not make your life easier? You're supposed to make your life easier. That's why what LeBron did, those that follow the NBA, what LeBron did and what Kevin Durant did, they wasn't wrong. They did what people in power do, like Esau and corporate America and other people in power and other nations in power do. They make it easier, for themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. But now that's the difference between being cheating your way to the top, because really you're cheating yourself, honestly. And he was just going into how even in a relationship example, how dealing treacherously and dealing with this not pretty much dealing knowing what's it's like. Say if you get with a woman, you kind of know what she's about, then you shouldn't be upset, be surprised by the backlash. Or say if you got a good woman and you still want to deal with the a harlot or hoes on the side, man, that's wrong. That's being treacherous, that's dealing treacherously. No, that's what this Iraq is about, man. Let's get this real quick. Ecclesiastes, also known 7 verse 25. It says, no, that's not it. Yeah, hast thou have a wife after thy mind, forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. Exactly, man. So Yeah, man, because don't get twisted. That's because like the man's ahead of everything, man. There's a certain way, but we still can't do what we want, honestly. So let's get Genesis 31 real quick, man, because even with the topic of like right, because I was talking about this with my cousin. I was over her house the other day, and she was talking about like the multiple wives thing came up, man. She and I was really like, well, now it's that's kind of different because we're under the house shot, so all is one now. That's kind of done away with, honestly. But but I know actually brother with us. I know a brother with multiple wives now, and it's great. He's a great brother, and everything's good. So I'm just saying this. I'm just going about based off of like under your house shot now. If a brother some got multiple wives, man, I ain't going. That's your business. This is what it is. But more importantly, this is even in the word, even outside the word, honestly, because I remember what Akon said. He said, "Listen, man, like all really, if you're going to even deal with multiple women, man, for real, you gotta be honest. You gotta be upfront about it. Like, listen, I deal with multiple women. That's just is what it is. Like, if listen, you don't like it, understandable. Like, you want to do something else, that's cool. But don't deal treacherously or deceitfully. You can't kind of do that. I mean, especially when you say it's going to be this you and that woman. Yeah, we can't go around and like, because I just seen a app with you know. Well, I think I just read something where it came out like a year or so ago, but with Jim Jones, he has a sneaky link app. It's an app called Sneaky Link, and as men, man, we shouldn't be doing all that seriously. So, but let's go to Genesis 31 real quick, but because that's what Laban said to Jacob, man. This is even in the law, honestly, not to deal with like um, your wives, like wives or women treacherously. But this is not even just about the women per se. Honestly, it's about like just cheating yourself and being the act of deceit, the spirit of deceit, honestly, because like one, even like within the word, that those that are like have like they're already cursed. Like Jeremiah said, cursed be the man that does the work of the Lord deceitfully, and no deceit will enter in my house. So that's the most important thing. But even in life, like cheating yourself, being deceitful, or like no, just keep it 100, man. But that's neither here nor there, man. Let's get Genesis chapter 31 verse 50. It says. Um, it says, if thou afflict my daughters, or thou shalt take other wives beside my daughters, no man is with us, and Yahweh is witness betwixt me and thee. So see that pretty much Laban is saying to Jacob, and Laban and in the Most High house I didn't really like mess with Laban like that, but he's right in this aspect. Like listen. Like, listen, if you deal with, like, just because, like, it said, that's why Sirach says what it says. Just because, like, the man's head doesn't mean you could treat people under your authority, your wife or your children or your family or the people under your tutelage, like, any type of way, man. And we're going to get into that. But he says pretty much, man, if like, you don't do right by my daughters, man, like, Most High house, I was going to see that, man. And spiritually looking at this, man, Rachel and Leah was the two kingdoms of Israel, man. So the Most High house, God doesn't treat us any type of way. So he was a land, he was without God, he was without deceit. He doesn't like he came to save lives, not destroy. He doesn't treat us any type of way. So that's just is what it is with that. But let's read this again. It says, if thou afflict my daughters, or if thou shalt take other wives beside my daughters, no man is with us. Yahweh is betwixt me and thee. So let's go Malachi real quick, man, because we're gonna get into this. Malachi chapter 2 verse 11. It says, Judah had dealt Judah had dealt treacherously in abomination in Israel, and Jerusalem and Judah had profaned the holiness of the Lord, which he loved. He had married a strange god. Married the daughter of a strange god. So see it. Oh yeah, here it is. Malachi chapter 2 verse 14. Yet ye say, because the Lord has be between witness and between thee and thy wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet she is thy companion, the wife of thy covenant. So yeah, man, you can't be on that type of like that cheating thing. This is both man and woman. That cheating thing, the sneaky links, the stuff like that, because that's a spirit and work of deceit, man. Honestly, so. Yeah, man, that's really the overall point. Or cheat yourself, man, honestly. Let's get Ecclesiastes, Sirach chapter 4, verse 30. Hold on. It says, be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. So yeah, man, it's because like your head, it doesn't mean you can treat people under your authority any type of way. Because the Most High house doesn't do that. But yeah, man, this is like it said in Genesis what we just read, man. Like that, like even if you're gonna do that multiple wives thing, man, just be upfront and honest about it, man. This don't even cheat yourself, man, because that's just is what it is. That's really the point of all this, man. So peace.